to season 4 pre-season races. We are starting in the Netherlands and we will finish in Belgium. We will have two 25% races here with nearly all of the new guys included in it. We do have a couple of reserves in, as far as I'm aware. Certainly looks like it. There's Rhinosaurus in the Aston Martin. Who else is in there? That's I think Kay Flemo. Maybe no, he's not a reserve. He's season 2. So yes, we are ready to go. And before we get going, we have some interesting stuff kindly provided by the Wheel to Wheel management. We have a ton of information to get through. Look at all these stats, folks. Look at all these stats. We just look at some of the first ones up at the top there. Starting on the left, most podiums, Budge and Mayo Man and Major Jam in the top 3 spots as it finished, as it turns out, in the championship in season 3. We're just looking through some of the stats that we will have, and we will join this race very, very shortly. Angry Chameleon there, and Shamrock and Bunsey all consistent with a 7 and 6 there. And look, we had podiums from other guys like Vernie Vern, Elite Carbon, who had a stonking couple of races there mid-season, came out of nowhere and then kind of disappeared back to nowhere. But a big factor to be considered in season 4. Vernie Vern and Kaiser Gunner and Mormick and Welsh Wizard all getting podiums there. So tremendous work by them to show how competitive that this league truly is from one day to the next, and it could be any given Sunday, as they say in American football. Rhinosaurus having a podium there, despite the fact he only took part in the last race as a reserve driver. Most DNFs. This is an interesting one here. One of the fastest guys on track considerably, or the two of the fastest guys, Supreme Bio and Is a Hero, with the largest amount of DNFs. Supreme Bio with 8 and Is a Hero with 6. Other guys ranging in and around the 4 to 2 area for the most part. But there's a notable omission on the most DNFs. I think it serves to the reason as to why he is a 3-time champion. Budge not there at all. Budge finishing in every race that he went into 6th or better. Except for the last race, which he didn't partake in because he was away. But look at that for consistency. One of the only drivers not to DNF during the season, despite the complications and the stuff that went on, we had he never DNF'd. Most races won. Mayo Man and Major Jam with 5 apiece at the top. Shamrock and Budge with 3 apiece in the rankings. With Bunsey, Why Not, and K Flemo all winning too. Phenomenal stuff. And then Supreme Bio and Carbon getting wins. 9 winners in season 3 over 24 races. That is incredible. It shows you exactly how competitive this league truly is. And here we are with the most poles there, just below this. Major Jam not only blowing qualification away, he does it at a factor of 600% compared to other people. 6 times the amount of the next, which was Budge, Why Not See, and Supreme Bio. And then Mayo Man, Shamrock, Comedian, Wilfred Boney, Elite Carbon, and Rhinosaurus all with 1. Rhinosaurus again appearing on most pole positions with 1 there at the bottom, equaling 5 other racers with only 1 race attended. So guys, you got to be watching out for Rhinosaurus in season 4 when he takes up a space on the grid. And then we have most fastest laps, and this goes again to serve the competitiveness within the wheel-to-wheel ranks. You just got to look at this. The guy, obviously, when you're at the back of the grid or in the mid-pack, you get to make changes. I jested before that about some of this stuff, but the fact that Kaiser Gunnar can put in 4 of the fastest laps in the season, the guy with the fastest, and finishing in the bottom. But for the let's see, Kaiser finished 13th of 17 realistically in the bottom 5. Despite that fact, he is setting fast laps, which means that it's not speed that is the problem for some of these guys. It is the racecraft and the consistency that you see with people like Budge that sets them apart. And that leads into just the season standings with Budge obviously winning out some important stuff there. Most podiums, no DNFs, and in amongst pole positions most pole positions, and next to Major Jam in pole positions, and in the top 3 in most races won. And that just serves to show you it's not always about speed. It's not always about one thing or another. But consistency across the board, like Budge has shown, leads to championships, and he's done that year in, year out. Aston Martin, the runaway winners with the championship, with the what's it called, the Aston Martin championship, for the team championship. That is going to be well interesting this season. That is going to be well interesting as the season develops this year, considering the new setup that we do have. We will remind you of that probably midweek when we go live to run you through all the stuff that we will have in Season 4. And folks, we are just going to join the action because it is just beginning. Here we go. Some of the guys are going out onto track now. Budge is there in his in his Haas, which will be his car for the season. Guys, if you see somebody in the in whoever's in the cars that they're in, except for the reserve drivers, of course, them guys will be in those cars come Season 4. This is the new format. We are of course, we'll stay with Why Not See in the Alpine this season, as it turns out. If there's any problems with the sound, will you let me know? I do know that I have a number of sources here that I need to keep. Because of the bringing people in to commentate for the season. But I can turn it off in the meantime. So there we go. Looks like K Flemmo was first out, or Rhonosaurus. Rhonosaurus getting pole in his... Rhonosaurus getting pole in the only one he competed in. This is K Flemmo. We'll stick with K Flemmo because he's on his fast lap. If he's racing, he will be in the Williams. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. It is Season 4 pre-season for Wheel to Wheel. Good to see you all. If you have any questions, get them in. We have a Sector 1, Sector 2 go around. That looks like it might be just people letting others by, which is what we expect of them. Let's join in cockpit as he comes round through the final sector into this very, very hard hairpin. Some people trying overtakes as they enter this, which more often than not leads to and there we leads to issues. Rhonosaurus with a 1:14.2 as we see K Flemmo come up and across, setting a 1:13.2, so much faster there. He's at a good spanker by him. Mormick in the Ferrari for this season. Let's stick with him as he goes through Sector 2. We have Angry Chameleon set at 1:13.9. I have to imagine Rhonosaurus is going to vastly improve on that time. And Mormick coming through Sector 2 in the Ferrari. This is unusual watching Mormick in the Ferrari. We are normally used to seeing him in the blue of the Red Bull. Oi, 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 oi. Here we go. Oi, oi, oi. as he comes down through this final sector. The DRS for that final sector ends just as you come to that first corner in that horseshoe, as we come around this part of the track where Chameleon had one of his biggest TikToks ever, as we so rightly remember, accusing people of things they weren't accused of. Mormick is going to vastly improve in that. I have to imagine 115 must have had a bit of a wobble as he went around. Same with Rory Drain, who is taking out boards and the like to let people by. Major Jam on his lap again. He's 129. You have to imagine he's going to be a hell of a lot faster. Kaiser Gunner in the Red Bull instead of the Mercedes this season. We have the Mercedes duo of Angry Chameleon and who the hell was the other Mercedes driver? We will have to check that out. Budge for pole in the Haas. Stop shit stirring. Stop it now, Spidey. Stop it. You know what you're at, and I know what you're at. Kaiser Gunner setting a 1:13.7 in the Red Bull. You're such a shit stirrer. Have we not had enough? For the love of God, my phone died twice in the same day because of the shit that was going on WhatsApp. We shall leave it there and go no further. Stop shit stirring. But yeah, he does love a white car for sure. Yeah. Let's see. Budge back in the pits after setting the 1:14 flat. Let's see. We have Mayo Man on a lap. Let's go with him. Wow, Mayo Man hitting some fast times there as he comes through sector 1 into sector 2. Where is Hero? Good shout. We are missing 2 drivers today that were due to play. He's too quick for the Haas. the fucking, honest to God, the fucking formula, man. The damn formula. And it was so expensive too. Anyway, we will follow Mayo Man as he comes around. You're such a shit stirrer. He'd be watching this back and he'd be going, fucking formula. 75% is all I'm saying. 75%. We don't need to elaborate. Mayo Man sets a 1:14.1 just behind his old teammate Budge. We have obviously Mayo Man in a different car this year, the Alpine he's in. We only have one man and out on track on a fast lap, which was Mayo Man, but he's finished. Blue Gunner's next up. Here we go. Oh my God, 75%. Yes, that's all I'm saying. Formulas. Fucking formulas. He should be on shortly. Fantastic. Is a Hero to join later. There was 18 down to drive, and I did note that Bubba's Bits is not in here either. Blue Gunner passes the line and a vastly improved time of 1:13.8. So yeah, looks like some guys are investing in this season and going to put in some serious times for sure. Mayo Man letting people by. Supreme Bio. Let's stick with Supreme Bio as he comes down through the first set of turns. Oh no, he's not, is he? Yes, he is. He is coming down through it, yeah. Was a bit dizzy there for a second, thought I was wrong. I've been wrong once. Or more than once before, that's for sure. Okay. Okay, come on. Let's see Supreme Bio put in the time we know he's capable of. We will join Major Jam, the quali expert. 12 qualification pole positions in Season 3. 6 times that the next of second place. An absolute masterclass in quali. As a matter of fact, there were a number of times when the Alpha Tauris locked out the front row in Season 3 with Why Not and Major Jam setting the standards as it happened. And there we go. I told you it was coming. Supreme Bio would have won, and it's immediately improved upon by the Williams of K. Flemo. But look at them, the first two into the there we go. The first two into the 112s. And is this an improvement by King Shamrock? No, it is not. Let's see who's out else. Blue Gunner coming around. He is down 4/10 on his time. Angry Chameleon is down 7/10 on his time. Let's stick with him as he comes across the line. Where is Chameleon going to jump to? He's there up to 5th now, putting in very competitive times in that new Mercedes that he is liking a whole bunch, even though he is a Ferrari fan. Blue Gunner going 3 laps. That's he's gonna need to do something about that. Budge just making his way around, recharging that. He's recharging that ERS. He's not going to get enough of it, I don't think. I don't know what he's up to there, but he's Blue Gunner is off track. Kaiser Gunner up to 1:13.7. Rory Drain setting a much faster time. Let's see how Vern is going to. And Vern Vern now like Kaiser in the Red Bulls, the Mercedes duo, double signing for the Red Bull team as Mormick moves to Ferrari. I could have sworn, and I'm going to check this, folks, as we watch Vern come around. I'm going to check something. Oh, and that was undignified, to say the least. That wasn't exactly what Vern was trying to do, I'm sure. Only getting used to the new game. Why not see? Has done 1 lap. He's a 1:14.4. Why not see, as we saw in the 5 lappers, not enjoying the spinneroonies that he's doing. We shall call him Booker T if he continues. Booker T. 5-time. Spinneroonies. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Mayo is running 0-0 wings, so he'll be extremely quick on the straights. Crew. Wow. That's interesting, to say the least. Look at this now. Is he down this time? Why not? Or is he going into the pits? We shall see. This is where Chameleon had a great one. He just won't be able to turn. Well, yeah, there's that too. And it looks like he's down his time. He's going for it. He is definitely going for it. And he sets a 1:14 flat, vastly improved there. That takes him up to 12th in the standings. Vern gone back into the pit. Mormick coming around. He is down in his time, so that's not going to work. But he is going to go again. He is definitely going to go again. Only Elite Carbon on track at the moment on the fat. He's just a little ahead of Mick. We will join Mick in just a moment. Shamrock and Welsh Wizard on their out laps, as well as Mayo Man. Rhonosaurus back out on track on his fast lap as well. Oh, Elite Carbon coming around through and into sector 3. Is he down his time on the Delta? That didn't look at the fastest, but he is definitely taking his time as he comes through here. He is up 1 second, so he is going to go again, I'd say. Rhonosaurus is just behind Mormick. Rhonosaurus is just ahead of Mick. So we'll watch him come around. Is he down this time? Rhonosaurus, another vastly faster person than the time that would suggest that's on the board. Yeah, he sure won't. And he is down this time too, so it's Mormick that is coming up behind Rhonosaurus here. Mormick is in the fastest car theoretically on track, and he goes a 1:14.1, vastly improving his time. Guys, still getting used to this. We will follow Welsh Wizard around as he comes around through and into the second DRS zone. DRS wide open as he comes down that straight and into the big horseshoe shaped turn. As he comes down around, what will he set as a time? (1:12.8). He goes fastest. Welsh Wizard with the fastest lap so far in qualification. There is an incredible, like, this is what I'm talking about, folks. There are guys out there today who, honest to God, are going to be much better this season, and they are in better cars for it too. Mayo Man definitely having trouble. Vern having trouble, to say the least, with his time. Excuse me. The only guy more than a 1:14.2 is Vern. He is likely to vastly improve on that time for sure. Let me see. Oi, 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 the wrong one. Oi, oi, oi. There we go. Blue Gunner now setting the fastest time. We missed that just because we were having technical difficulties. Mick on his 4th lap on those tyres. He is definitely going to have to come. Oh, and he's gone. And he spun and he reverses into the wall. Oh my. That is not going to be good. Let's see what Vernie Vern. Let's see if Vernie Vern can improve on his time. Oh, he can't. He's gone again. Another guy who's Booker T like in his attempt to go. Here we go. King Shamrock gets a 5. Oh, Vernie Vern. Vernie Vern spun and King Shamrock came around and mashed into him. And as such, Shamrock will drop as it stands outside. And then we have Kaiser who's gone. Oh my, it's carnage as it comes to the end. Major Jam vastly improving. There he is. There's the Major Jam we're used to. 112.8. There we go. And is he going again? Is he going again? He certainly looks like he's on a hot lap. He is, though. He is 1.5 seconds down. Supreme Bio. Is he going to vastly improve on that time? He looks like he's way, way down the time. He sure is. Let's see who he is. There's K Flemo. Will he get out and around? It looks like he might do. This is a very short track. It's a very fast track, but it's a very short track too. Laps, as you can see, in the 1:14s and lower, realistically. But for those guys who are spinning. Rhonosaurus. Last time we were out. Elite Carbon coming around the 1:13.8. Is he down on his time in Sector 2? He's pulling over, so he isn't. He's just trying to get around for one more go. As Why Not See, he was all the way down. He was looking like he was going to set a good time as well. 1:13.3. That would have seen him jump all the way up to possibly above Budge in 7th, but he has to go again. But he has no ERS whatsoever to do so, as he DNF, or he gets rid of that lap. Let's see what we got. It's been quiet from Budge in the Haas, but he is up there in the top 7. Look at that now. He's building up the ERS. He wants to go again. He'll probably be last across the line with a valid lap to go. He has 51% there as he tries to build it up. Who else is out on a lap? Supreme Bio was on a fast lap. Is he going to set a time worthy of the 1:13.6? Not an improvement on his 1:12.9. Budge now about to go. He is about to go. Let's see how he does as the wheel-to-wheel 3-time champion goes on one last push to see if he can get a better time. King Shamrock is gone. What has happened to King Shamrock? Or Shamrock is alive. And Budge! That is not a... Oh, Budge is gone. What is going on? That is... I just said in the intro to this that Budge had never DNF'd, didn't I? Oh my. Budge now in 8th currently. He will go up 1 because we will have, I think it is King Shamrock who is going to go down 5 places. So that is the end of quali for the top 3. Anyway, Welsh Wizard with an absolute stonking time. Blue Gunner coming back and beating that with a 1:12.6, which is currently the fastest time. Is Supreme Bio going to improve on that? He sure isn't. Why Not See is just trying to get back to the garage now. Elite Carbon is over. Mick is done. Vernie Vern is on the time. He is on time, but he's going into the pits. He is done too. Rhonosaurus is considerably down this time. So that, folks, looks like the end of quali. It sure is. And there was Mayo Man having a little bit of a wobble as he comes around the final turn, where Chameleon has had 1 or 2 TikToks, let's for sure. Okay, that is qualification, folks. Hayden Hughes, Wizard the GOAT. I am loving Wizard right now. I am loving Wizard in that Alfa Romeo. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. I'm if there was bets on for this race, I'd be putting a few quid down on Wizard myself. That was a stonking time from him. Fantastic. Oh, and that is quali, folks. That is qualification. Let's see what there's the information that as we wait for this quali to end. Here's all the information, folks. I did say just before all this began that Budge had never DNF'd in a race, and we witnessed it live on stream. So be interesting to see. Mayo Man, as Spidey informed us earlier, is running 0-0s on the wings, but not panning out from with starting in, I think it's 14th he starts in. And we will rejoin and we will go through the standings. Here we go. It is Blue Gunner in first position, getting the pole position in that AlphaTauri. He is going to be stonking fast as well as this season progresses in the AlphaTauri. Welsh Wizard in second, Major Jam in third, showing that moving from Alpha to McLaren hasn't slowed him down any. Keith Flemo in the Williams going fourth. Supreme Bio in fifth in the other McLaren. Two McLarens in the top five. King Shamrock in sixth. He will be in 11th, unfortunately. But Rory Drain then in seventh with Budge in eighth. Angry Chameleon in ninth. And Why Not See and Kaiser Gunner, old teammates, in 10th and 11th. Elite Carbon in 12th. 13th for Mormick, Mailman 15th, 14th and Rhonosaurus, and Vernie Vernon 15th and 16th. Noting that the people from Rory Drain down to Why Not will all jump up one position as a result of that. Budge sandbagging so he gets the Williams. I love it. Yeah, I honest to God, I love it. Yeah, Wizard is Wizard. I like Wizard. I have to say, I am loving that. I am loving the developments of Wizard and that Romeo. I love it. Let's see how that pans out over a race. That will be interesting. As we saw, you can get up on the front row of the grid, but you gotta finish. We had the pole course last year for 11 races straight to start off the season. It wasn't until exactly halfway through the season that Major Jam broke that course. I believe it was in Abu Dhabi. It's in the Middle East anyway. I can't remember which track it was. It's the one that goes through the stadium. Whichever one that one is. What's that? Oh, Dubai. Is it? Could be wrong. I can't remember. Yeah, he wants the Williams bad, doesn't he? He does anything not to be driving a white car. Okay. Looks like we are good to go. We will go back to the official standings and all the information that I had there for you, so that we're waiting. Yeah, it is going to be interesting as this season develops. We see, although Vernie Vern is in the Red Bull, which is one of the fastest cars on track, he is finding it difficult. We have a lot of Booker T's out on. He's now plugging in his new hydraulic gear shifter. There's a sentence. There's a sentence if ever you've read it. Wow. Is a hero, as I said, vastly investing in this season. Oh my. There we go, folks. We have all the information for you there as from season 3. The standings, the team championships, constructor championship, more to say. Fast laps, most pole positions, most races won, most DNFs, and most podiums. Budge leading where it mattered always, and not involved in the DNFs until pre-season, season 4. I don't know what to say. We will be looking to get Is a Hero in. It looks like we are just about to go and have our formation lap, so let's join the action. 10 seconds to go as we join the action. Oi. Is a Hero be... Spidey, do you want to jump in? Or are you otherwise occupied? As we head around. As we get notification that another race is happening. So, let me see. Just for the people who aren't aware of it, we leave it on position change to start the race. Blue Gunner leading us around for the first time in his wheel-to-wheel career, as far as I can remember. Don't think he had any pole positions last year. We can check the information. Let's see. Most pole positions. Yep, never had one before. So there you go, folks. We have up to the minute news. This is his first time. It is pre-season and does not count. But we haven't got Is a Hero yet, as this race is about to begin. We may get him for Belgium, I'm assuming. We may get him for Belgium. Is that what we're thinking? Does David Kavanagh or Spidey, do you want to jump in, guys? We'll get rid of this so we have a better view. And my dog has joined us. He's going to sit down the front and watch the race. Yep, he likes to stay. He likes nighttime in the cave. Does Bowie. As we come around, let's see how this race goes. This will be a bit more indicative than a 5-lapper for sure. It'll be interesting to see where people feel like they are. Bowie getting into trouble for sneaking out. Bowie is getting into trouble as we begin this race. Why am I getting the and it looks like a lot of people not doing too well as it happens, getting up to the line. I want to get to the front. And we're away. And a great start by Major Jam. Look at that, splitting the two guys on the front of the podium. Look at this go. Oh, but Supreme Bio having the opposite effect. Budge all the way back to 8th. Sandbagging, like, absolutely. Welsh Wizard now gets right up into first position. So Blue Gunner losing 2 straight off the bat. Look at this. Welsh Wizard leading a race from the beginning. In wheel to wheel. Is this the new guy in wheel to wheel? Is he going to be the one to depose Budge in his champion of his 3 straight championships? Look at these guys go. Who's the biggest loser as we come around through the middle sector? It is Kaiser Gun with 3 lost places and Blue Gunner with 2 at the front. Why not also losing another place there as the people in the midriff are swapping? King Shamrock gains 3 places straight off the bat. Budge down to 9th. So we are, and there's, everybody is back way up in the middle there as we saw people spinning and having trouble. That is going to open up a massive gap in the middle. Who was that went round? It looked like it was maybe, Mayo Man, is that right? No, it was somebody else maybe. Mormick, probably. Major Jam setting the fastest lap as he goes and gets Welsh Wizard losing the lead of this race. Major Jam out in front in that McLaren. We did not have McLarens last year in wheel to wheel. This is the first time that the McLarens have appeared since season 2, I believe. In the first time McLarens have appeared in the realistic mode. So here we go. Major Jam now pulling out a massive lead of 1.1 seconds before the DRS is activated. And Vernie Vern is out. Vernie Vern is out. It looks like we are going to get a safety car. Are we getting a safety car? I haven't got notifications. I'm gonna have to see what that notification thing is. I don't see these notifications when they come up. We have a safety car. We do. Is anybody going into the pits? I think it's still a bit early. I think it is still a bit early to do that. This is not the type of track that you want to be on the hards, as far as I can remember. This is a medium. This is a fast track. You will get swamped on the hards. To the best of my recollection, anyways, it's a long time since I've been in Zandvoort. As we wait for this safety car to end, we're going to have everybody backing up Mayo Man and K Flemo into the pits. They are obviously the guys who had the issues with wings and the like. Certainly looks like it. They are both coming out of the pits now. Major Jam will lead us around. Budge is in 9th, down 2 positions. Up 5 for Shamrock, so those 5 positions he lost as a result of hitting Vernie Verne in quali, and Vernie Verne is very lucky that this is only pre-season, because that would count towards a quali ban in the next race. And I think it's 3 or 4 points on his license. Also, K Flamo the biggest loser today so far with 10 positions off the bat. Losing 10 positions as a result of that spinny Rooney. Oh, Booker T. We're going to have a lot of Booker T's in this game, I have to say. Certainly feels like it anyway. As we wait for this safety car to finish. Safety car indeed. Is a Hero will probably be debuting the hydraulic shifter in the next race. Is that Spider-Man? Is that correct, Spider-Man? I'm sure it is. Here we go as we come around through on another lap. This looks like, yeah, we've all caught up here, so it looks like we will be good to go. Elite Carbon with getting up in the rankings. He is now up behind Supreme Bio, who's lost a couple of positions. Let's see. We will go on to the tyres after the restart, because what we want to see is how people are affected off the restart. But Major Jam up from 3rd to 1st in that McLaren. As we wait for the safety car to end, and it looks like this is the end of the safety car. So we will have Major Jam backing them up here, as you can see, before that big horseshoe turn, as I like to refer to it as. It is a very slow one. Is he going to go? He's not gone yet. There is a long right-hander at the final turn here. It is difficult to negotiate at speed. So he's looking for somebody else to be in the middle of this turn. And he's gone. He's gone, but Blue Gunner was wise to it, although he did let him get a bit ahead. Welsh Wizard is down a bit too, but Rory Drain looking to make up a position here, another position I should say, as he is up 2 already, making an impact straight away in wheel to wheel. So we have some regulars at the front and we have some new boys at the front, as Angry Chameleon up 3 positions to 5th, doing vastly better in that Mercedes than he has done previously. Talking about the 5 lappers where he could not retain his position on track with all the spins. Him and why not? Definitely the Booker T's. King Shamrock is touted to make a big impact in this AlphaTauri this season, so he's one to watch too. He's going to make some runs as this season goes on. Do remember, folks, that there will be a review after week 8. People who are blowing it away in the realistic car that they're in will be moved. Or those who are doing worse. And there, who's that? Who's that around? That is Blue Gunner around. Oh my, he is in the wall. And we also have Supreme Bio who's around. Those guys losing out majorly. So K Flemo, Supreme Bio and Blue Gunner losing out hugely. Everybody else is either net neutral, believe it or not, or up. The only 3 people who are down now are K Flemo, Supreme Bio and Blue Gunner. And it looks like we have another safety car. A virtual safety car, I beg your pardon. Virtual safety car. So Blue Gunner and Supreme into the pits. Those guys are going to be a bit back when we restart, because this is not a full safety car, just a VSC. Interesting stuff. Who have we got in? If you're watching in, give us a shout out. Tell us what it is. Tell us who's going to win. Welsh Wizard on the front row, just behind Major Jam as this restarts. Major Jam getting a good start on Welsh Wizard. He is getting used to starting back up in these races. Look at the gap he has in the front already. Rory Drain up onto a podium, rounding out the podium positions. Budge back up to 7th, following the spin by Blue Gunner in front of him. Let's look at the tyres. Let's look at the tyres. DRS is enabled once again. Let's go with the tyres, and there we have it. So, few medium runners there. Budge and, so who we got? Major Jam, King Shamrock, Budge and Why Not, and Mormick on the softs. Vern is out after being on the softs, and everybody else on the mediums except for Supreme Bio, who is now on the hards after that stop. Let's see how the hards play out as this race progresses, because this is not the type of track I would have imagined that would have been a good idea on. Welsh Wizard losing a ton of time to Major Jam ahead of him, and he has got Rory Drain all over the back of him. Supreme Bio gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. We are almost halfway through this 25%er, so we are not used to things finishing up that quick. That is for damn sure. But yeah, but we do forget that this is literally a excuse me, a track for that. Major Jam gets a 5-second penalty as he comes in. The top 3 all in, and then we have people in because we have the VSC. Is that right? Or that was Mormick taking out the bollards. Everybody's in because there is I want to say a safety car. Who was around that time? Angry Comedian staying out on the mediums behind the safety car. Major Jam with that 5-second penalty, that will be absolutely detrimental to him. Now we have Welsh Wizard, who is net leading as this race progresses. That is crazy. Supreme Bio looks like he had another bit of a spin, and Mormick and no, just going on to the mediums. K Flemo coming out onto the hards, and Mormick is on the mediums. He will go to the end on those mediums. Now Welsh Wizard is on the fast, the very fast softs with Rory Drain right behind him as well. They will go to the end. Only 10 laps on the lighter car, so and these are relatively short laps as timing goes. By contrast, we have 112s to 114s here, whereas you're looking at the 140s in Belgium for a quali lap. Go show you the distance difference. Wizard, as it relates, Hayden, welcome in. Wizard is net P1 as it turns out. So Major Jam is going to have to open up a massive gap on Welsh Wizard, who is on the faster tyres. So if Welsh Wizard can pass Major Jam here, and stay ahead of him for a good while, you have to imagine that it is job done. But do not discount King Shamrock and Rory Drain, who are right behind, and also Budge, who is now net P5, as it turns out, because the guys in the top three all have to stop. They are going to plummet down the rankings because they did not box like everybody else. My mammy is calling me, so mammy, I'm going to have to call you back a bit later. The mammy. The mammy. Angry Chameleon is going to take us away. Angry Chameleon is going to take us away. We're waiting on K Flemo to join. But the safety car is going to be in this lap. So K Flemo is going to have to make up post ace. He will make it. Probably. He is a little behind there. A couple of turns behind. But Chameleon will back them up a bit more. He is on the straight there. Chameleon backing them all the way up. He cannot go by. So yeah, looks like K Flemo is going to catch right up. And we will wait to see when Chameleon goes. Will he drop Elite Carbon behind him? And there he goes. He's away. Elite Carbon is right on him though. And look at Mayo Man. Mayo Man is 3 wide as we come down towards turn 1. No. Oh. Elite Carbon is taking the inside line. Chameleon going the long way round, and it's the slow way for Elite Carbon. Welsh Wizard is all the way up to 3rd as Mayo Man is spun around on turn 1 as he tried to take the wider line behind. But there we go. Welsh Wizard is ahead. Major Jam is all the way back down to 5th. He is now in P3. He can still get that podium if he does well enough, but he has to contend now with Shamrock, who does not have a time penalty, and Budge behind him too. He needs to stay in the DRS zone for as long as he can, and then get use of that behind King Shamrock. Angry Chameleon still leading with Elite Carbon right behind, but there is a bit of a wobble from what looks like. I thought that looked like was that a Welsh Wizard looked like he wobbled there a little bit as Chameleon pulls a little bit away. Welsh Wizard showing us what he's made of in this. That was Elite Carbon who had a wobble. I beg your pardon, and Welsh Wizard passed him. That's what happened. And look at this, Welsh Wizard up to the front of the grid, and he hasn't even. And he has everybody. Chameleon ahead of him still has to stop. Look at this. Elite Carbon is all the way. He's into the pits to do his stop. That is what happens when you don't stop under safety car and everybody else does. But he's going to have to make up a ton of time. Supreme Bio is around again and he's in the pits. Look at this. Elite Carbon is all the way back now from 2nd to 14th. But Chameleon holding up Welsh Wizard. Just a little, a little bit of a wobble there as he comes down. Gets on too hard and Chameleon gets away a little bit. Puts up half a second. But Chameleon is theoretically holding up Rory Drain and Major Jam at this stage. He's probably going to go in this lap for a lap. He's going to plummet all the way down. He's probably going to come out behind Why Not C or even Elite Carbon because he's had a bit of a slow lap. He's probably going to go out. He's probably going to be in around Elite Carbon there, like Elite Carbon was as well. The only man yet to stop on track, I think, is and he isn't going in. He is not going in, and he is allowing Welsh Wizard. This is king making because DRS is available now, and it is going to allow Welsh Wizard for one more lap to get into DRS zones, and he is going to be pulling ahead of Rory Drain if he uses it well in the last sector of this race. So Mormick is behind K Flemo now, as you see there. I'm just curious as to see what happens at the front of the pack for Welsh Wizard. We will stay on board with Welsh Wizard as he pushes for his first win in wheel to wheel. It is pre-season, folks, but this is giving us an idea of who may be in contention. Very, very unfortunately out on lap 1 doing a Booker T. Look at that. That DRS zone allowed Welsh Wizard to pull ahead of Rory Drain out of the DRS. So if he stays there like that, what it'll mean is as they come into this last zone, Welsh Wizard will get DRS and Rory Drain will not. And Chameleon is staying out again. What is he doing? Look at the speed. As he makes that pass look easy and gets ahead. So now Chameleon has to get ahead. Rory Drain has to get ahead of Chameleon, and Major Jam is all over the back of Rory Drain as this race develops. Chameleon, and now the DRS zones, as it happens, Chameleon is going to drop out, and Rory Drain is going to be in. But that shows you Welsh Wizard is now more than 1.7 seconds ahead of his immediate rival, which is Supreme Bio with the fastest lap. So it's last position but fastest lap, and that goes to show you that he is very well capable so long as he can cut out the spinning. So we all have a DRS train going on here, all the way back to Budge, unfortunately, who is no longer in it. Rory Drain is derating in front of us here, and now look at that. Welsh Wizard, as we come into the final 5 laps, Welsh Wizard is going to open up over 2 seconds of a gap as Chameleon goes into the pits, and we see him drop back, and he is going to drop a long way back. He's going to drop all the way back, I have to imagine, behind Elite Carbon. Oi. Doesn't look like he is. There's a big gap all the way to Mayo Man. And he is. He's all the way back behind Mayo Man and Elite Carbon, who has now passed him. So Rory Drain is trying to hunt down Major Jam here, with Major Jam a long way back. So Welsh Wizard has plenty in the tank in order to get this win. Major Jam is 1.6 seconds ahead behind, but he has to get that 1.6 seconds back without the help of DRS. So if Welsh Wizard, who's on those fastest laps, gets to put a bit of a turnout, he is looking to extend this lead. He's 1.8 now, as Major Jam loses some time there. Where's the closest battle on track? It's King Shamrock, who is looking to take that last podium position, and he looks like he will. That last podium position from Rory Drain, who is looking hot shit in that Williams. Oh, bit of a bang there, absolutely straight into the back of Rory Drain. Bit of a love tap. Blue Gunner back in the heat of it all with those 9-lap-old mediums. He is going to make an impact late in this race, hopefully, with Ronosaurus as it stands up to 5th, because he is going. Mormick is around. Oh, we have a few people around. Oh, who the hell was that? Blue Gunner's around just as I say he's going to make an impact. And there's Mormick is out. Mormick is out of this race. He DNFs as he comes through. We have a sector 1. Is it going to be that? And this would be detrimental. It's just a yellow flag. It's not going to be a VSC or safety car as this comes round. Why not see making inroads into the guys ahead? And Supreme Bio is back to last. Shamrock. This is the gap here. Look at that there. He didn't do it last time, but he's done it this time. And look, there's another pass going on behind as we see K Flemo pass Budge in the Williams. We see Budge hang on to that 7th position. He got in 7th, and he is staying in 7th. And no DNF in a race. He DNF'd in practice, but not in a race. So that record still stands. Let's go back down the rankings, and we see Why Not See now caught up well on. Elite Carbon has passed him, who is up into the points as it happens. Angry Chameleon is only up in 12th because of the fact that Mayo Man and Supreme Bio all spun. But look at this, Welsh Wizard and Major Jam. As we come into the final 2 laps of this race, Major Jam has got inside that DRS. So now Welsh Wizard will have to use the ERS, what little of it he has left. Does Major Jam have much? He is a little bit more as they begin this second to last lap, the penultimate lap. Here we go. And look at the speed of that and the assist that that DRS gives. That is going to be huge. He's not going to get he's going to get one more attempt at that. But if Welsh Wizard is better in the middle sectors, he might extend just enough to deal with it. He has little to no DRS left, so that, or ERS left, so he's not going to be getting any help from there. And Major Jam wisely did not use too much of it on that straight, because he's going to get a much better opportunity on the next one. We have a Sector 2 turnaround. Who is out in Sector 2? A lot of spins in this race, but still only 2 people out of the race. Major Jam a whole lot closer this time, and he is going to get ERS and DRS down this straight. He is not going to be ahead, but he sure as hell is going to put himself in a lovely position for the attempt at the main straight, and Major Jam may yet deny Welsh Wizard his first win. Major Jam with the most wins tied for in season 3 with Mayo Man. But look at that, great exit out, but he's defending the inside, but Major Jam is going to get on the outside. Oh, look at this, and he goes the long way round, and oh my god, like look how close that is, and he gets it on the last lap. Major Jam passes Welsh Wizard, and it looks like he's about to deny him that win. Look at this. Welsh Wizard is a force to be reckoned with. Let's be fair. He is going to be good in this season, so keep an eye out. Do not worry about this. This is early doors yet, and it is still pre-season. But Major Jam is setting a precedent, and so is Welsh Wizard. King Shamrock up, taking that final spot, and Rhodosaurus, the reserve in the Aston, is looking fantastic in fourth position, as Rory Drain has dropped all the way back to 5th now from 3rd. Budge up to 6th, ahead of Blue Gunner, and it looks like he's going to improve a little bit on that time that he thought he would. Budge is now pushing for Rory Drain to take this spot off Rory Drain. He may yet get 5th as he comes out. Those softs are obviously looking bad. And who's that? Kay Flemo's around. And it looks like Major Jam is taking this win. Mayo Man was disqualified. Mayo Man, 5-second penalty. We forgot about it. We forgot about the penalty. That puts them off the podium. That puts Welsh Wizard. Oh, and there's a massive pile up on the first corner. Major Jam. Oh my. Welsh Wizard gets the win. Welsh Wizard is king in pre-season for sure. Okay, Flemo is around. What was that about? Oh my. Mormick and Mayo Man and Vernie Vern and K Flemo all out of this race. It's just Kaiser Gunner on the final lap as he comes down the round. He is going to finish in where did K Flemo DNF? It looks like on this final corner, was it? It looks like it was, yeah, just there at the final corner. So, K Flemo begins pre-season as the end of the season. Not finishing a race. With Kaiser coming in 12th position. Wow. What a finish to this race. Rhodosaurus, absolutely phenomenal from him. Getting up onto the podium. I forgot about the time, the penalty that Major Jam had that he got for going through, and we have Welsh Wizard with his first win. That is great, and we have a very unusual podium. So we have Welsh Wizard leading on the podium. King Shamrock is regular on the podium, but Ronosaurus showing a podium in the last race last season and a podium in pre-season here. He's going to be lightning quick as this season progresses. There we go. Let's run through the standings of this first pre-season 25%er. It is Welsh Wizard with his first win, King Shamrock in second, Ronosaurus in third, Major Jam in fourth, Rury Drain in fifth, holding off Budge in the Haas, who gets sixth. Respectable position for him there. Blue Gunner in seventh, despite all the spins that he had and the issues that he had. Then we have Why Not See in eighth, Angry Chameleon getting into the points in ninth, Elite Carbon in 10th, Supreme Bio in 11th, Kaiser Gunner in 12th, and the only people who are left in 13, 14, 15 and 16 were Flemo, Mormick, Verdi Rain and Mayo Man, who all DNF'd or were disqualified. Let's see. Let me see. Supreme Bio with a fast lap at a 1:13. The only guy who got into 1:13 in the actual race itself. So absolutely brilliant. Hayden, there we go. It is all on. It is Wizard for the championship in season 4 to dethrone Budge after 3 seasons of being there. Yup, Wizard is absolutely right. What a great win for him, and it is interesting to see how he will fare as the season goes on. We will have a review of the realistic cars after race 8 and race 16. So in race 9 and race 17, you may have people in different cars than they started the season in, or back in them if they revert. What a win by Wizard! His first in wheel to wheel, and congratulations to him for that. Let's get back to the statistics for season. For season 3. Interesting stuff there. Good to see. Absolutely, Hayden. Absolutely fantastic. An absolute great win by our man, Welsh Wizard. Oh. Loving the zeros. I will open a 0 and toast to Welsh Wizard's first win, and Ronosaurus and King Shamrock, who also finished on the podium. Looks like we are going to Belgium and we are ready to go. Oh, and an interesting one there, folks, if you haven't heard yet, it is now cross-play in Formula 1 for the first time ever in its franchise. So you can play across all of them. All of our guys do play on the PlayStation. You will note that by the on the left-hand side of the screen, you will see the guys' platform that they're on. Great win by Wizard, exactly, Hayden. So, we are in Belgium. We like Belgium. Well, some do. Some people like Belgium because Eau Rouge is a killer. Lovely. And it looks like we are just about to get going. People are ready to go to... Excuse me. People are look like they're ready to go for the pre-season Belgian one-shot quali. It's a one-shot quali this time. It's a one-shot quali, not a 18-minute quali. So we will see how that fares out. That is going to be interesting. Let's get to it. One-shot quali. Well, that's what it said. But it doesn't look like it is. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is. It's just loading there or waiting for players. Okay. Looks like we're waiting for players. Starts in 29 seconds. So, yeah, maybe. We'll see. See Angry Chameleon. His name. High above the prestigious Mercedes garage there. And we see all the other guys who are ready to sorry, I'm just looking at the people. Yes, we are one shot quality and we are on board with Budge. We will stay with Budge, the champion, because honestly with one shot quality. It could be anything. Budge as he heads up through Eau Rouge. Looking to set a fast time on this go. It's only one shot quality because I think that was what it was meant to be last time. And obviously we have two 25%ers tonight, so we don't want to run too late and hold you up. Let's see what time Budge puts in on a first time go, or one shot quality. As you see there, folks, as I said, just beside the names of the players, you can see what platform they're on. All on Blue Gunners out of this quali. Vernie Vern. Mormick. Angry Chameleon out of quali. As Budge comes down and around the fastest part on this track, he should be hitting as fast as he's ever going to be as he reaches this area. A little bit of the lift from him there. Major Jam with the fastest lap, 1:45.8. So Budge came in 8th. 7th and 8th in quali for Budge. Consistency personified. King Shamrock, Angry Chameleon, K Flemo and Blue Gunner all out on this one shot quali. They will start from the back of the grid. But Major Jam doing it again. King of quali. Welsh Wizard starts in 7th. So pretty consistent times there, even though it's a one shot quali. There we go, and let's see how things panned out. Major Jam doing the quali supreme again, once again. Elite Carbon, Supreme Bio, Rhonosaurus round out the top 4. Ruri Drain, Why Not See, Welsh Wizard, Budge in 8th. Mayo Man in 9th. Verdi Vern in 10th. Mormick in 11th. And then we have the no timers of Kaiser Gunner, King Shamrock, Angry Chameleon, K Flemo and Blue Gunner. All spinning on that lap. So some guys not putting in a good time, but that was literally just a flash in the pan one shot quali. Wizard, if he's going to win this time back to back races, he's going to have to do it from 7th position. But Major Jam, consistent as ever in quali, absolutely fantastic time from him in a one shot quali, and he will take us away. Oi. Looks like we're good to go. Yeah, this is the boring bit. While we wait. How'd you go, folks? There's your information. We are waiting on the guys. We're still waiting on the guys. Folks, if you are so inclined and you're watching and you haven't done so before, please give this stream a like and give us a follow. If you're interested in wheel to wheel. If not, hey, that's good too. But we do other content on this channel, and we will be doing going forward. And we hope that you would join us in that too. And if you want to get on to the wheel-to-wheel Discord server, you can scan up there, right up at the very top corner on the left. You can scan that and it will give you all the socials for Meeps and wheel-to-wheel. You will get the wheel-to-wheel TikTok, you will get the wheel-to-wheel public Discord server, and you will get the Meeps channels all across all the different platforms. If you could, and if you were so inclined, I would really appreciate it if you gave us an L follow on each of those. And a few likes. Go in and have a look at the content, guys. It's there to be enjoyed. And it looks like we are being led around. Yeah, we are. We have a formation lap to warm up the tires. Look at this again. The two McLarens were in the top 5 last time. This time they're in the top 3. Now, if Supreme Bio does not spin, they could be a double podium for McLaren, and that will be something to watch as this season progresses. Elite Carbon showing again the class that he has in that Haas. Budge in the top. Mammy's ringing me again. There must be something serious. Welsh Wizard, will he do it from 7th? He certainly got a great start on it last time. Oh, that won't help. That won't help his tyres whatsoever. Budge concerned a little about that this is not the white car for him. Doesn't match up to his own white car for sure, that's what he says. He says he'd probably be better off. Let's see what the telemetries and all said. So the guys at the front taking them. The guys at the front are taking the mediums, whilst the guys behind are taking the softs. We only have 11 laps to complete, but these are long laps. You have to imagine those softs are going to go off about lap 4. Elite Carbon, Major Jam, Supreme Bio, Rhonosaurus, Ruri Drain, and Why Not See, and Vernie Vern and Budge, all missing their mark. Mormick as well, Blue Gunner as well. And it looks like we're away. I want the other view. And we're away, and Major Jam gets away nicely. He is followed round the corner by Elite Carbon, who was actually Major Jam, who went well wide and gives the lead of this race to Elite Carbon. It means he's back to 4th, and we have Budge up to 6th. Let's look at the position change. Yeah, Budge and Welsh Wizard are up, and that's Why Not See all the way back, and Rhonosaurus all the way back. Major Jam is down 5 positions. Rory Drain now challenging him. And is that Budge? Budge is all the way up to 3rd. What is going on? How did he jump so high? Did a few people go wide? Looks like it. Welsh Wizard is around. Welsh Wizard is around, and that puts pay to him in this race. And Major Jam is around as well. Oh my. There's a few of the leaders now around. Elite Carbon. There's 2 Haas's on the podium. 2 Haas's. Wow. That is some development as this race goes on. Elite Carbon is out ahead. Budge is a little bit behind these 2 guys, but look at this. As Supreme Bio, you have to say that Budge and Elite are definitely on course to be on the podium here at the end of this race, because honestly, these guys are more consistent, I would have said, than the likes of Supreme Bio. It could be a Haas 1-2, and could Budge be the second driver in the Haas team, as Elite Carbon has shown more consistency this season so far, or in the new game so far. It might be incredible to think. It might be incredible to think that a 3-time champion may in fact be driver number 2. Budge now has Rory Drain all over the back of him. It is a DRS train all the way back to King Shamrock in for some reason. I don't know what's going on there, but there's a glitch on the times. But we will stay with it. Looks like the hardest battle on track is between Mormick and Kay Flemmo. Angry Chameleon is up 2 positions. Kay Flemmo up 4. Oh, look at this. Mormick is pushing him, and he gets the inside line as he comes through the second part. That oh, but Mormick has spun, and that is him round and to the back. It would seem. Next hardest battle on track is with Ronosaurus now, who has overtaken Rory Drain. This is tight in this position. Budge is becoming a bit of a bottleneck despite being on the podium. This might be where Ronosaurus is looking like there's a difficult part of the track to overtake on, but Budge knows where to put the car in the corners. So some guys still getting used to this. Some guys still just getting used to this new game. And Budge opened up a bit of a lead there, but look at the speed of the Aston as he comes down around. Look at this, he's taking the inside line here, but looks like Ronosaurus has made that move stick. And is that Budge to get the DRS? No. No, it is not. It's an interesting battle going on. Vernie Vern DNS for the second race straight, and we have, I'm pretty sure of it. Do we have a VSC or a DRS? Do we have 5 seconds for speed in the pit lane for 5 seconds for speed? Yeah, it is a safety car, and that will be for the guys on the softs. That is a lifeline because they can now go in for free pretty much, and the guys on the mediums won't have gotten the benefit out of them. That is killer for the guys on the mediums. Let's get to the tires. So that's for Supreme Bio, Ronosaurus and Rory Drain. That is fantastic news for them. The only other thing is that the guys go to hards to go to the end of the race, but the mediums might even make it to the end of the race on this setup. We will only have about 7 laps left when this ends. And I'm pretty sure you can do 7 laps on the mediums. Who will go in and who will stay out? Are the medium runners going to commit themselves to it? Mormick will definitely get an advantage from this as well now that he's on the mediums. There's Welsh Wizard as he goes around again, is he? Yeah, he's around again. Mormick will be all over the back of him. Blue Gunner's around, is he? What is going on back here? Who's gone in? Yeah, we have the soft runners. That's the way it looked like it was supposed to be. Oh, but some of the medium guys have gone in too. Are they going to go hard? That wouldn't be a good idea, surely. They're going soft. They're going soft. That is an interesting development. And that means some people are going to benefit hugely from that, because I can't imagine that there's new nose for Major Jam. Yeah, they're going hard for Major Jam. Supreme Bio is on the freshest tyres with everybody ahead of him to stop yet. Ronosaurus in second and Rory Drain. So we could have a whole new looking podium once again. Oh, Mormick, Major Jam comes out just ahead of Mormick, but Mormick is on the mediums, whereas Major Jam is on the hards. That's a killer for the guys who started on softs. I have to imagine Shamrock, Flemmo and Angry Chameleon Have to imagine that they're going to be in an awful shite state when it comes to the end of this race for sure. Like, but they don't have as many laps as I would have thought as well. These are long laps, and they it looks like everybody is going to catch up. We may go as soon as the end of this lap. Will we get notification? Major Jam is the furthest back, but everybody behind him then has to catch up also. Let's see how this develops. We are 4 laps into this Belgian Grand Prix, and Elite Carbon leads Budge. It's a 1-2 for Haas, and that might have been a mistake too, because neither of the Haas guys took the option. That means both of them have to stop, and they'll probably have to do it on opposite laps. That's interesting. We are going round one more time at least. Budge and Elite leading this race. But they do have to stop again, as does Mayo Man and Kaiser. But you have to remember, folks, there's no guarantee off the back of this that all those other guys, Kaiser's gone into the pits to do a change. That's going to be devastating, because he's going to go right to the very, very back. But he will do it under safety car, which means he'll get to catch up, and he will benefit. That puts Supreme Bio up to the only person. He's on in 4th position as he comes around corner 1 and 2, and he is the best set, folks, but he spins it. He does spin it, you have to say. His consistency has been poor. It was penalties last season, and it looks like spins might be the problem this year, or this season. 3-second time penalty for Why Not See under safety car for corner cutting. What are you doing, Why Not? That's funny, to say the least. This is going to be an interesting way. 5-second penalty for Blue Gunner for collision with Mormick. What is going on down the road? What is going on? So self-destruction going on for guys at the back. Does he have damage? Looks like he's gotten away with it. Doesn't look like he has wing damage that I can see. Are we going to have the car go in this time? We have to have it going in this time, right? Everybody's caught up. Everybody's done their changes. Kaiser are going to go soft to the end. That's probably as good, I suppose, with 6 laps. Maybe. They're going to be in shite state. I think 4 laps was where it would probably be normally. Safety car is in this lap, so Elite Carbon will back them up. Now it's just a case of will Budge and Mayo Man and Elite Carbon, unlikely because the guys behind them have fresh tyres, but will they be able to do anything to change their fortunes and go and stop them dropping like a hot snot? It was a terrible decision as far as I can see by the 2 Haas's that not one of them go in, but look, that is for them to do and see. Okay, let's follow these guys around. When will he go? Will he go with Budge when he's in the corner? He's gone. He's gone before bus stop, or just no name as it's known as now, and he got a good jump on Budge. Budge is nearly out of DRS before turn 1. That's an incredible start by Elite Carbon. I don't think Budge was expecting that. And we have Major Jam around once again at the back on those hards. That is the danger of those hards. There's a lot going on at the back, as we see. The front they've opened up some gaps. K Flemos is a little bit behind. He's the bottleneck. Turns out that a lot of people behind him as well aren't in a great position. Chameleon is in 9th, and it doesn't look like he'll get to the end on those tyres, or he might do, but he'd be in an awful state, running a risk of a puncture. You have to imagine that Mayo Man is happy with the fact that he is able to keep up with and looks like he might get to go past both hasses, if not just one. He is a lot slower than Budge in this case, or a lot faster than Budge in this case. But Budge knows where to put it again, and Mailman known to give that driver the respect he deserves. But look at this. Look at the speed on the straights. He's running a 0-0, but he's having trouble in the corners. Oh, and there is Supreme Bio as he makes his push to get by these guys. This is giving Elite Carbon a little bit of a chance, because Budge has allowed him to open up a bit of a gap at the front. Now he will drop behind all these other guys, but look at that. There is Mailman passing Budge, coming down through the fastest pass of this track. Angry Chameleon with the penalty as he goes up to 7th and makes a Hames or something or other. But Budge now back. It is another safety car. Is it another safety car? And that means Elite Carbon can go in for for a 5-second time penalty. That is huge. Budge and Elite Carbon going into the pits. He is holding up some guys, and damn, he didn't. Elite Carbon getting new tyres, and Budge, where is he when it comes to it? Is he waiting? He didn't have to wait all that much. He's going to softs, as is Elite, but they are still dropping like crazy because of this. Supreme Bio went into the pits to get softs. Interesting. Elite Carbon coming out in 6th. Budge dropping all the way to 11th. The difference between one position. I think Budge done Elite Carbon an absolute massive solid. Mailman hasn't gone in. That's huge. Now he has to stop again. So Elite Carbon is looking like running in with the penalties that are out there as well. Ooh, Elite Carbon running in 3 positions higher than he is right now. And he's going to give Chameleon, Shamrock and Kaiser an absolute... Oh! Mailman running into... Mailman is after running into... Oh my god, he's after hitting the safety car. Oh my. Anyway, there we go. That's the way it is. And it looks like, is he expecting this to go in? No, he's just taking his time because he ran into it, I guess. What a man, what a legend. We have King Shamrock in 2nd. He's looking good for the win too. Angry Chameleon and Mormick have penalties, so let's see where those penalties put them. That's terrible. 10 seconds for Mormick. He's well out of it. Why Not See is well out of it with 8. Angry Chameleon might get a decent position. He may not drop out of points, but he will drop down a little bit, considering the fact that he also will be on shit tyres by the end of this race. We will see where it all comes out. Mormick needing to stay up with the traffic there. Whoa, that was fast approaching, and Kaiser going to want to run and watch that there as well. Ooh, and overshooting by a long way is Why Not See. What are you up to, Why Not See? That was probably why you have 8 seconds in penalties, if we're being honest. Some weird stuff going on there. The two yeah, he has to give that. Why Not See? Why is Why Not See overtaken on track? Elite Carbon is in 6th. What is going on? Is Why Not See a lap down? No, he's not a lap down. He's in. I don't know what's going on. Why Not See is up to 6th now. Did he overrun? Did he go off track? What happened there? I don't know. Kaiser Gunner in a great position. Again, though, the problem is that he is on one less lap on those softs than Chameleon and King Shamrock. But he's in amongst people who have a lot of penalties. Why Not See move up to 6th? Don't know. Anyway, mysteries shall happen. Will we get the start now? Mayo Man way off the safety car. He's looking not to hit that again. Is he backing them up already? He couldn't possibly know that there's a safety car, or the safety car is coming in yet. We haven't been notified. But we will only have 3 races or 3 laps left, and that is going to help. That is going to help the likes of King Shamrock and Angry Comedian, because a lot of those laps have been done under safety car. They have benefited hugely from this. There we go, safety car is in this lap as Mick backs up everybody into a concertina effect here. Everybody nearly running over. He's going to take it slowly. He has got to stop again anyway, so he's going to drop back. Elite Carbon is the one to be watching here, folks. He is the one. Elite Carbon's back up ahead of Why Not See. What is going on? But when is he going to go? That is what's key. Mailman on the oldest lap tyres on track. Is he going to go? This has helped out Budge a little bit probably too. There's going to be guys ahead of him that he'll jump because of this. And he's gone. He's gone. He's left King Shamrock wondering what the hell was going on. Angry Chameleon is a long way back. Already a DRS before even getting to the line. Angry Chameleon is suffering there in front. Mick is all over the back of him, but there is major jam around. Well, no, not around, just getting overtaken by his teammate on those faster soft tyres. Let's see how Budge and the other guys at the back are going to do. They're all in a big DRS train there now. Budge is, well, except for Budge is dropping out. We may not get DRS back in this race, but King Shamrock is going to be favoured to win this race now, as he pulls away and is now 2 seconds ahead of Angry Chameleon, who is dropping back a little bit. But Mick is not making any inroads either. Those guys will drop because they're penalties. Elite Carbon up to 5th. He's already got the job done. He's getting 2 positions back straight away, or at least 1, sorry, on Kaiser. But him and Kaiser now are the team to watch as this race progresses. Supreme Bio is making a bit of a push now. He will challenge Kaiser Gunner as they come into the final laps in this race. Only 2.5 laps remaining. Looks like Welsh Wizard is all the way to the back of the pack, not loving Belgium the way he liked Zandvoort. Shamrock all over the back of Mailman, who still has to pit, remember. Kaiser Gunner's around, that's not good. Oh, bit of argy-bargy, as Mayo would say. Running Shamrock way offline. Oh, and they're both around! Or at least, I beg your pardon, not around, but Shamrock into the back of Mailman, who has spun. Why Not See his DNF'd. What is going on? Elite Carbon has set fastest lap. He is up back onto the podium, and he is now absolutely the favourite to win this race, because, well, close to it anyway. You have to imagine his tyres are going to pay off much better as he goes by Chameleon on the long straight at the top of Eau Rouge. And he is up and into 2nd, and he is going to be hunting down King Shamrock. So now Elite Carbon showing what he's capable of in the Haas, as Budge is up to 8th in the other Haas. So these guys performing well in the Haas despite concerns that they would have had. Budge up to 7th now as Mailman is around. And you have to imagine with Rhonosaurus and Chameleon having penalties too, that there may be more positions there for the likes of Budge and them as well. Elite Carbon is much faster than King Shamrock, and he will get the challenge coming up onto this final lap. Those tyres are brand spanking new and lightning quick, as he takes half the time off within half a lap, and he will get to be in the DRS zone. I don't know if we get DRS on this lap, but we may do. We have a sector 2 spin. It is Mormick, and looks like. Okay, and now look at this, all the way down to 2/10. It looks like he's much quicker as he comes out of the final corner in the lap, and as we approach him. But look at that takeaway from Elite Carbon with the fast lap in the. Yeah, he is putting up time. Chameleon is around, and he's out of the points now, as Budge is up to 6th in this race. And it just looks like, what is the penalties like? This is Eau Rouge now. This is where he will be a lot faster, Elite Carbon, and this is where it was done. Oh, look at that, 3-second time penalty for K Flemo, who is in 3rd position, and it is Elite Carbon who gets it done on those new tyres. I called it. I said he was likely to win this despite the fact that he was behind. Oh, and a bit of a wobble there as he came through there. That brings King Shamrock back into it a little bit. He's going to be pushing him all the way to the end of this lap. And it looks like K Flemo is around, is it? He is, with Budge now up to 4th. Did we have an impact? Or just people passing? Welsh Wizard all the way up to 6th position, despite the fact that he ran wide. Now Budge on the back of Ronosaurus. What's the penalties like? 5 seconds. Budge is up to a podium. We are like, look at this, the way this is developed. The two Haas's are back on the podium. Oh, ooh. Looks like Ronosaurus is glitching there a little bit. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, look at the speed of Elite Carbon as he pulls away a little bit from King Shamrock. Shamrock will dive down into this final turns to see if he can give it one more push or one more go. But it looks like Budge is going to grab a podium, because Ronosaurus has 5 seconds of penalty. So long as he can stay within that 5 seconds, he's good. And that is a win for Elite Carbon, his 2nd, and another podium for Ronosaurus and King Shamrock. But no, Budge, yeah, he stayed with it. Budge, a double Haas podium as it stands in this race, as they race to the end of this championship. We have a little bit of a glitcher. There is there is people round. We have shenanigans going on track between Blue Gunner and it looks like K Flemo. Yeah. So Budge getting his podium. And Ronosaurus in 4th, but for the fact that he got a 5 second penalty, I think. That is the end of this pre-season. Thank you folks for joining in. Thank you all, Spider-Man and Big Knuckles, who was in the chat. Driver today is Kaiser Gunn. A good man, to say the least. A man of few words. Still a man of few words, as he gets all the way up to 10th from, I think, near the back. And folks, that is the end of pre-season in Wheel to Wheel. We will be back next week with week 1 in Belgium, as it turns out. We will be back next week to bring you the start of season 4. There is how it is. That's the way it is. Looks like we have Elite Carbon coming to the front. Budge on the podium. Ronosaurus, despite finishing 4th and having a penalty of 5 seconds, getting the fastest lap also. So he is somebody to be contended with. Major Jam and Welsh Wizard in 4th and 5th. And then we had Welsh Wizard, despite spinning, getting that 6th position and improving on the 7th quality. Rory Drain in 7th, Angry Comedian in 8th, Supreme Bio in 9th, Kaiser Gun in 10th, Mormick in 11th, K Flemo in 12th, and Blue Gunner, Mayo Man, I want to say, and who else do we have? Why Not See and Vernie Vern, all with DNFs. Folks, that is the end of another week and more entertainment brought to you by the Wheel to Wheel faithful. We much appreciate you tuning in. If you have a chance, please scan up there in the top corner and join all the socials. You can get onto the Wheel to Wheel public server where you can talk to the guys in the cars. You can actually talk to the guys who drive in Wheel to Wheel firsthand, and you will likely get a response. Two Hasses on the podium, Angry Chameleon reporting and thinking, wow, so much for the white cars. Anyway, folks, it's been a pleasure. It has been another week of me on my own. That won't be the case for most of season 2 or season 4, as far as I'm aware. I should have guests in. I think I figured a way of doing it, and it looks like we are good to go. We will have a surprise guest at the very least, or maybe a surprise commentator for the rest of the season. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you in Belgium 9:45 next week in Wheel to Wheel season 4 opener. We will be following, for the first few weeks at least, the Wheel to Wheel or the normal F1 calendar, and we will start in Belgium next week. Thank you so much for joining, and if you can, hit all the socials by scanning the QR code up there, and give this stream a like if you're watching it after the fact, and also give us a follow. Why not? Please, much appreciated, and love to all you guys.